Shalom. First and foremost, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, teaching rule well. Peace and blessings to the Lord's elect, starting with the 144,000. We're a couple of brothers from the Great Millstone, San Francisco Bay Area camp. I'm the brother Awar Gabar.
I'm the brother Shamar.
And we just gathered together, through the Spirit. We're going to hit an in-transit lesson, and we want to speak on the topic of infidels. All right, And the title of the lesson is going to be something of the nature of disbelief does not disturb us. Alright? It's not going to cause us to, stop pushing His word. It's not going to slow us down. You know what I mean? It's not going to upset us. We know infidels got their role in the Most High movie. Scoffers and disbelievers. It's nothing new. Started off here in Romans 3:3. For what if some did not believe? Should their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect?
Yeah. Like you was going into, when you first started, just because everybody else doesn't believe, first and foremost, it doesn't mean that the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai isn't going to come to pass. All right, whether you believe it, like it's going to go into, whether you believe it or not, hey, this is the truth.
Yep.
And it doesn't matter if you want to choose to deny that, because that's all that it is you denying it on your end. Because everything that's written in the scriptures has came to pass, and it's going to continue to come to pass, because everything is all through the will and according to the power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, and I had my cousin. I talked to one of my cousins yesterday, and he knew about me being an Israelite. He knew I was dedicated to this thing and going out and preaching. We separated, but he asked me, "So you still be going out and doing that preaching stuff?" Basically told me, "Man, everything you were saying is actually happening." And he also inquired about where Jake be at, but things ain't really hit the climax of it yet.
Well, they go into that in Ezekiel
33. Yep.
Yeah. Then shall it be made known that it was a prophet among you.
Matter of fact, let me get that.
Because all the same ones who be scoffing, not taking it lightly, not taking it serious. All right, you gonna come out. You gonna soon realize that everything we've been saying was the truth.
Yeah, because what other way can you make sense out of what's going on in the earth,
Yeah. And then around the times where Jake was out there initially, none of these things was taking place. Like, America wasn't in the state that it's in at this point right now. Because, when we was first out there, like in the earlier days when we was out there in the city, we had the missile signs up, everybody scoffing, talking shit like, oh, that's never going to happen. Russia would never go against America. Now look at the things going on. Nobody got shit to say.
Right.
Really, they're scared, because they understand that we're living in serious times, where anything can happen, as far as a mass shooting, actual World War III. You scared of your own fucking president being a dictator, coming with that great wrath upon you, which is written in the scriptures as well. Esau, he gonna come with that great wrath. It ain't just gonna be the president. It's gonna be a lot of Edomites coming at you.
Yep. Time of Jacob's trouble. So Ezekiel 33, I'm going to start at 30. It says, also thou son of man, the children of thy people still are talking against thee by the walls and in the doors.
Yeah, and that's what you still got going on. Like that nigga that made the comedy skit.
Yep.
He ain't the first nigga that did it. Plenty of niggas that did it. And what happens? Most of the times you get judged. And even if you don't get judged right there on the spot, hey, Most High, he has he's long suffering.
Yeah, and you marked.
Yeah, you just preserved for a specific judgment.
Yep.
That's all that it is. And that just shows you that a lot of everybody at this point know what's going on, as far as like they heard the truth. They're just not choosing to believe.
Yeah, well, everybody, like I said, my cousin hit me up. Everybody knows somebody who in the world of Israel.
Yep.
Whether it's the correct doctrine or a correct camp,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter. But they know about those street preachers.
Yep.
So-called BHIs, Black Hebrew Israelites. Well, ISUBK just dropped another episode on Vice TV. And they making mockery of them, of course.
Yeah.
But still, the word is going out.
Yep.
It says, also thou son of man, the children of thy people still are talking against thee by the walls and the doors of the house, and speak one to another, every one to his brother, saying, come, I pray you, and hear what is the word that cometh forth from the Lord Yahweh.
And that's what they all do. They'll come up and listen for a brief moment, but then leave it up to the nigga. Everything's all fun and games. So they'll listen for a second, and then they'll make light of it. Find some way to crack a joke or something. Oh, so you mean to tell me you really think that's gonna happen? This and that. Or like, you know, some niggas walk by, oh, go get you some money. You over here complaining about everything. Why don't you just leave or go do this? Why are you sitting here crying about it?
Yep. Like y'all still out here?
Yeah. And then and those same people that be saying all of that shit, they not even in their situation hasn't even gotten any better.
It works actually.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You sitting here focused on the chasing after your life, so to speak, trying to find your life. You getting ready to lose it, like the scriptures say, because everything's on its way out of here, man. You see, shit is really just hitting the fan. All right, the food stamp shit going on, the cost of living has been out of hand, but it's getting even dire straits at this point.
Yep.
To where people are literally losing jobs, not being able to find jobs, not being able to pay your bills.
Yeah, so what they're gonna result to? A life of crime.
Exactly, and the crime already been skyrocketing, and that's just for people. That was the YNs. So that's not even people that's actually trying to be a so-called law-abiding citizen that's committing crimes. That's just YNs.
Yep.
So how much more, like you said, when the people are doing it out of necessity and to survive, they're gonna turn. That's not gonna even be a second thought in their mind to turn to a life of crime.
Yeah, which is the manifestation of 2 Corinthians 15 and 14 on down.
Yep.
You know.
Everything that really is not what we saying is really what the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. It's just that's the words that the words that we're speaking and the spirit that we're coming in. So it ain't even like we just out here speaking our making up shit in our own mind, just making it up on the fly. Like you got certain groups out there, like you was mentioning, you got different groups that be off or whatever. They be making shit up. Yeah, they're not really telling you what's going on, but we telling you the raw and uncut straight from the scriptures. And
what them other groups don't got, they don't got the testimony of Hamashiach Yahushua.
Yep.
They don't possess the testimony. They don't have the testimony of prophecy.
Yep.
You know, we us here at Great Millstone, like well, even Chat GPT will tell you, man, we known for going into the prophecies.
Yep.
You know, well, Habakkuk the 2nd chapter. You know, they'll tarry wait for it because it will surely come. It will not tarry. We're in a time now of the vision no longer tarrying.
Yep. And it's the reason why they don't go into the prophecies. Just like the same reason why people don't like watching the news, because it's negative. It's not. It's only negative for the people who trust in Babylon. Everybody who actually has a believing spirit and believes in Yahweh Shem Yahushai, it's not a bad thing to hear. It's good news. It's good. Glad tidings.
Yeah, that's another reason why disbelief doesn't bother us. You know, because we have a more sure word of prophecy.
Yep. And that's really the disbelief of our people is really just further confirmation that we are the people of the Bible.
Yeah, yeah.
They was always the main ones who would come up against the word.
That's right.
Who refused to believe and who had seen miracles happen and still chose to be a demon.
Yep.
And these are the same people that we dealing with in modern day time.
So how much more now? You know.
Exactly. How much more now when you got like the scriptures say, knowledge has increased. You got like, technology. You got Esau with the phones and all these gadgets and shit you can use now. So you thinking that, of course, you're going to believe that nothing going to happen if you already been in that spirit back then. How much more so now?
Yeah, with all this deceit out here, you know, and distractions, and especially here in America.
You literally Babylon is like a demonic playground.
That's what it is.
And you got all type of different toys you can play with 24/7. Whether it's like you drinking too much. Whatever you want to dive into, basically. Shit, anything.
You can stay at your house and be a fucking streamer. You know?
You could be a fucking a homeless person living off the government, and they streaming.
Yep.
Showing how they living their best life off of stamps, government assistance, and all this other shit. You could pretty much do everything to be a demon in this society, and nobody would shame you.
That's right. Ezekiel 33 and 31, and they come unto thee as thy people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people, and they hear thy words, but they will not do them.
Yeah, everybody hear the words that we be saying on the highways and hedges, but they're not going to do them. All right, because really, they don't want to change their ways.
Right.
They're stuck in their ways, if anything. Or they're like the scriptures say about you can't put new wine into an old bottle. Not quoting verbatim. But that's pretty much the masses of our people. They stuck in their ways. You can't change them. So it's at a certain point, like like apostles and elder brothers always say, if they ain't getting it, we moving on. Because if the spirit ain't with you to get it and to change your ways to reform, be born again, like the scriptures mention, all right, like it goes into in Romans the 12th chapter, renewing your mind and becoming a new man, a new creature. If you ain't capable of doing that, then you're done. really you're a part of the 2/3. That's the lot that you were given.
Yeah, because what drives you to changing your ways, reforming your ways, man. Faith in the Lord, fear and faith.
Yep.
And we believe, therefore we speak, and we don't just speak, we do. We apply the scriptures. Because it said they hear my words, but they will not do them. All right, because you got a lot of hypocrites.
Mm-hmm.
You got a whole lot of hypocrites in the world of Israel and just amongst our people, period. With their mouth they say they love the Lord, all right, but their heart is far from serving the Lord.
Yep.
It says, and they come unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people, and they hear thy words, but they will not do them. For with their mouth they show much love, but their heart goeth after their covetousness.
Yeah, and Jake always walk by like, man, salute y'all brothers, this and that. Try to say so-called positive words. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, man, you truly don't believe though.
Yeah, remember the dude about the camp, big Issachar on my mama. Yeah, they know they the tribes,
But you a 2/3.
Yeah.
You're part of the tribes, but you a 2/3 that's part of the tribes. Because you know who you are, but then like the scriptures say, to them that knows good and choose to do evil is sin.
That's right.
And y'all choose, so clearly you know what the fuck is going on. If you call it, like you said, you coming up, I'm big Issachar, or you like, certain things that walk about Judah, like hella loud.
Yeah.
You moving like a nigga.
Yep.
That ain't Judah. Judah wasn't operating like that.
Yep.
Our people in the scriptures that actually believed in the Heavenly Father wasn't operating like that. The ones who was the rebellious ones. And that's the spirit that the 2/3 of our people have. That spirit of rebellion.
Yeah. But this goes to show that they know.
Yeah.
This gospel that went throughout the four corners of the earth, and we're clearly at the end.
Yep.
We're clearly at the end.
That's why the time is being sped up now, because everybody actually has heard of it.
Mm-hmm.
They just chose to disregard the word at this point.
Yep. At this point.
Yeah. And now you see in the prophecy starting to kick off, and like you say, it's going to be more situations like that actually, where people reaching out to certain brothers or whatnot, and be like, man, I know what's going on, because you didn't somehow, some way they found out what you do.
Yep.
And then you told them a little bit, about as far as like what the things getting ready to happen, whether it's you going into the mark, World War III, Esau getting ready to come with the great wrath, or how the government set up against the people, whatever. You keep it simple when you explain it to Jake, but then they ain't believe it still. The same people gonna be coming back and hitting you up.
Yeah.
Everybody that know that you the guy that kind of, because they look at you as a conspiracy theorist, so called, because you're the only one that know what the hell is going on.
Well, if they hit you up about folly, all right, what Drewski did was pure folly.
Yeah.
If they hit you up about folly, you know what I mean, sending it to you or whatever. We all had people that sent it to us, like, this what you do, this what you want. How much more they gonna hit us up about, detrimental things when shit hit the fan?
Yep.
Ezekiel 33 and 32. And lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song of one that have a pleasant voice and can play well on an instrument, for they hear thy words, but they do them not.
Yeah, and that's the masses of our people. They hear the words and they choose not to do them. They not finna stop anything they fucking doing. The nigga ain't finna stop, rocking his dreads, smoking blunts, committing adultery,
eating abominations, just living his life in sin, basically.
Mm-hmm. He's not finna stop doing that. Why? Because he having a blast. He having a good ass time, because Esau set up a society to where, like how the scriptures go into in Matthew, I believe the 6th chapter or 7th chapter, about like the broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be that go therein.
Yep.
So he set up a society to where that is normal, where the masses of the people choose a lifestyle that leads to destruction, living a life in sin.
He know exactly what he's doing, pushing the vibration to Egypt too.
Yep.
What was Jake doing in the wilderness, man? Rising early to play, committing the works of the Egyptians.
Yep. Esau set it up where he got shit all day for you to do. You got the brunches, you can turn up, day parties, nightclubs, after hour clubs. You got the games. You want bread and circus. You got your football, basketball, hockey, whatever it is that you fucking into. This nigga got it all covered.
Yep. You like gaming? What you want to do? What you want to do? Whatever you want to do to keep your mind off of the hill.
You like women.
Yep.
You want to be super intoxicated. Like, you want to be, like, you know, high out your fucking mind or just off all type of drugs. Like, this nigga got every single thing you could think of. You got access to it in his society.
Yep.
All set up to ultimately distract you and separate you from the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai.
Verse 33 says, and when this comes to pass, lo, it will come, then shall they know that a prophet have been among them.
Yeah, like you said, the same. You know, I had the same situation. Certain people that know me sent the video to me with the skit, like, oh, this what you do and whatever. How much more so, you know, when things actually going down, when shit hits the fan. If the internet is even still working at that point.
If you're still able to reach out, you know.
Yeah. And that's if you're able to reach out at that point.
Yeah.
Because, you know, by the time when shit actually cracking off, I highly doubt they still gonna have internet access. You know. But let's say when shit's starting to kick off lightweight, they gonna be the first ones hitting you up because they know that what you're about, but they to them it's just not. They don't take it serious.
Yeah, they don't. It's not profitable to them.
Yep.
You know, they see no results of it now. You know.
They don't see the benefit in serving, being a servant of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai.
Yep.
You know, because in this society, when you do wickedness or do everything, whatever that pleases your flesh, you get an instant result. You want to be super on, get you drink as much as you want. You get it right then and there.
Right then and there.
Feel the instant gratification from it. You got that burning lust on you. You just chasing after woman, insatiable.
You gonna crack something, especially if you are the world.
Yeah, and even if you're not, hey, Satan will toss it to you.
Yeah.
It ain't always, hey, because you know how Jay be like, oh man, the Lord thought something, threw something in my lap. Hey, it ain't always the Lord throwing you something. You got to be able to discern if it's Satan throwing something at your ass too. That bitch trying to separate you, throw you off track.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, this is the time now, really, man, to be into stoicism. You know, it's a whole lot of distractions. Satan desire to have you. That may sift you as weak.
Yep. Because it ain't like Satan gonna come at you just straight, like, you know, straight direct. It's gonna be an indirect approach to where it's something that's cool. That it's gonna be under the radar where you might not even catch it, so to speak, if you're not on your P's and Q's.
So you're gonna say it's the spirit.
Yep. And it don't be.
Yeah. What spirit though? It's adversarial spirit.
Yeah, like the elder brother always be saying, you know, like what spirit is it though? Is it the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, or is it the spirit of Satan?
Yep. But back in Romans 3:3 it says, for what if some did not believe, shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect? Yeah, you got Jakes who don't believe we the Israelites. You know, you got Jakes who believe that the soul salvation is open to all nations. You know,
and that's crazy. Like Jake will sit here and don't believe you're an Israelite, but you'll believe in Egyptology. You come from Egypt. We was pharaohs and all this just pure madness. Nothing that deals with salvation, anything pertaining to the times with things getting ready to come to pass. All these niggas that be into that, like, being Muslims and all this other shit, they can't fucking tell you a goddamn thing of what's getting ready to happen.
Right.
You ain't nan Muslim nigga ever came out and say like, oh, this is in the book that's saying regarding prophecies getting ready to happen on the earth that was written that would happen. Ain't that nigga ever said anything.
Yeah. If
anything, they reverted back to the Bible.
The Quran ain't got the explanation of why we in slavery. All right, the Egyptian Book of the Dead don't got the answers to why the so-called white man is just running amok in the earth. You know, through the spirit, we got all the answers.
It's the only book with all the answers.
Yep.
That's why it's the only book that Esau has a problem like he's trying to get rid of. He tried to switch up the doctrine of.
Yep.
That he used as a snare against the people. He didn't use the Quran. He, like you said, he didn't use the Egyptian Book of the Dead and try to go out to the whole world, deceive everyone with that.
Nope.
He used the Bible. Yeah. Why? Why did he? Out of every book, out of every breakdown, out of every whatever philosophy is out there, why use the Bible?
Yeah. Out of all the winds, all the doctrines, all the wines. Why he try to get Jake drunk off of perverting the scriptures? Why is that? Because this book has power, man. This book is real. It has a spirit to it.
Yep. Well, in the book of Eli, that's towards the end where the dude he wanted the book. That's what he said. He's like, that book has power.
You control the people with the book.
Yep.
It says, for if some did not believe, shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect? God forbid. Yea, let the Most High be true, but every man a liar.
Yeah, Yeah, and that's right, man. The words of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to be true, man. Everything that's written in the scriptures is going to come to pass, and everybody else, you know, you're going to be found a liar.
Mm-hmm.
The ones who didn't believe, who wanted to make light of it, here it is. Those people that don't believe or whatever, they don't believe in the scriptures or what our breakdown, you know, what we say is the breakdown of the scriptures. But then you'll believe in some bugged out shit. You'll believe in science. You'll go to college for goddamn 4 years, study and believe that you actually, you know, whatever bullshit you taught in school, but you don't even believe in the words written in the book, in the Bible. And that was before your ass was even here.
That's right. That's right.
The shit that you learned in school is some new shit. That's some shit that Edomite made up.
Mm-hmm. Pseudoscience.
Pseudoscience.
It says, God forbid, yet let the Most High be true, but every man a liar, as it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sins and mightest overcome when thou art judged.
Yeah, and everything written in the scriptures is true, and it remains true to this day.
That's right.
It's literally history in there. That's why Esau wanted to separate the Apocrypha from the Bible, and you have the regular, King James Bible that you have today. All right? Because if you have the whole thing, the Apocrypha along with the Bible, it's easy to connect the dots and understand who the wicked is and who the serpent is, who Esau is, you know, all these nations. You gonna link everything up easily. It doesn't take no brain power to understand who the wicked is when you read the scriptures.
Yeah.
It's clear as day. It's mentioned, it's dropping names.
Well, if not where, then who is he?
Right.
That's the Lord being facetious. Especially how he working in the earth now. I appreciate it real quick. It's Isaiah 55. I'm gonna start at 6. It says, seek ye the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua while he may be found.
Yeah, seek ye the Lord while he may be found, because we coming into a time in the near future where this word ain't gonna be out in the you ain't gonna be having easy access to this word.
Mm-hmm.
Nor seeing the men on the highways and hedges anymore. Because when shit start hitting the fan, we ain't finna be out there. You know, you out your fucking mind.
Yeah, and then like soon as something catastrophic happen or something go down, people get to clutching the Bible, you know. Yeah. Why is it the most published and purchased book ever? You know, because people think, you know what I mean, they live their whole life disregarding the prophet, disregarding the word, being a demon, but as soon as something happen, all right, they want to clutch the Bible and call upon God.
Or go to the church or pastor.
Yeah, exactly. Now you want to try to give your life to the Lord.
Spiritual.
Now you want to be spiritual. So you're going to get the book, and you can open up the book, and it ain't going to make no sense to you.
Yep.
You know, just holding the Bible and having the Bible don't bring salvation.
And then that's when they gonna go to those false pastors, false preachers, and then you gonna be trying to ask them, and them niggas ain't gonna have the answer. They gonna be just spewing madness.
They gonna tell you to take the Charagma.
Yeah.
You know, they gonna tell you to take the Charagma, and they gonna go to Romans the 13th chapter, break it down all wrong for you.
Yep.
You know, and you gonna take the Charagma, and your ass gonna get burned up according to Revelation 14:9. You know.
Hey, really, you gonna be through. Like the scriptures say, you know, you're going to be seeking out that oil. Hey, you're going to be done. If you ain't already got it, you could.
Yeah. Well, scriptures say fools die for want of wisdom.
Yep.
You know, because wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of the times and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. And
right now, they consider the wisdom of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua to be foolishness because it doesn't have any value to them in this moment.
Yeah.
Because that's how a nigga is. You're worried about right now, this very moment, just like you in the spirit of Esau, your father.
Yeah, your father the devil.
All right? And that's the spirit that he was in. He was worried about just being hungry in that very moment. Nigga couldn't fast. He couldn't wait. All right? That's how these niggas is. Just because you don't see it in this very moment, this very second, you don't believe it.
Yeah, another thing about Esau too is he carnal. Mm-hmm. But he had the means, you know, the Lord put him in power. So he went and searched all these things out. He know the scriptures is real. He know we the Israelites. All right? Why does he put so much in keeping that from us? Why did he put so much into keeping that from us?
Yeah, in order to tell a lie, you got to know the truth.
Exactly.
Because that's the only way you're going to be able to tell a good lie and keep the truth hidden is by knowing what to hold back.
Yeah. So I say, if our gospel will be hid, it's hid to them who are lost, who the God of this world have blinded the minds of them which believe not. Mm-hmm. So he knew the truth, and then he just pushed hardcore lies.
Yep.
You know, just plastered lies throughout the earth.
Well, that's why he set up the fool system to indoctrinate you, brainwash you, try to teach you how to how to think.
Yep.
Not how to think, what to think.
Yep.
You know, when you watch the news, it's only one-sided.
All programming and propaganda.
All programming and propaganda. It's clear as day to see that, because the only thing that was unbiased news, RT, that shit got shut the fuck down.
Yep, got shut down.
Because it wasn't one-sided with that one. They was actually bringing out the truth, conspiracy theories and everything, and then Esau shut that shit down quick.
Yep, man. You go to the I remember that, bro. You used to go to the RT US section, popping
every day.
Every day. Well, remember the dude who had the blacklisted news? He tapped out.
Yeah,
he tapped out.
Why you think he tapped out? Because that nigga got hit up.
He got hit up,
just like RT did.
Mm-hmm.
They fell back. They still up and running, but it ain't no RT America.
No, in the RT USA.
That shit got shut down because Esau, he had, that nigga sent that note today, ass told him to fall back.
Yeah, that's another thing. The only one who could truly, speak up against the powers that be, all right, and be unfiltered is the prophets.
Yep.
It's the prophets, man.
Yeah, even these niggas that be, what are, these truthers and these other niggas that's, Instagram famous or whatever the fuck.
Mm-hmm.
They, be streaming and shit like Charleston White and all these other little Edomite
influencers
dudes
influencers and all this shit.
They can only say so much because they be saying certain shit, but really them niggas ain't about it all the way.
Well, I think a brother sent it in the post today with Kanye West sitting down with the small hats.
Yeah, everybody is like they saying about Floyd.
Yep. Oh yeah, Floyd. He endorsed the hell out of the state of Israel.
Yeah. So showing you that what time it is really, because here it is. This nigga he already got his bag. Why sit here and kiss somebody's ass? You already got your check.
Right.
But they didn't. Well, what happened with Kanye before when he was talking down on them? They froze his fucking bank. That nigga was through. You can go to zero overnight, talking down on them small hats.
Yep. It says Isaiah 55:6. Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto the Lord, and he will have mercy upon him, and to our power, for he will abundantly pardon. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, said the Lord.
Yeah, so the way that the Lord thinks is way above the way that niggas think, man.
Yeah, for sure.
That's why they can't understand it. And it's really not even, it is certain things in the scriptures that's far out for us to grasp and understand fully. But a lot of the things in the scripture are simple. Yeah. Like it goes into the simplicity in Yahweh Shai. But then those same, it's so simple that it becomes a stumbling block because it's too simple for you to even believe that that's what it is.
Yeah, because it's really just a moth, 1 + 1 is 2.
Exactly.
That's just the truth of the matter, But Jake wanted to be something else. You want it to be, because 1 + 1 is 2. That's real simple. Jake wanted to be something more extraordinary.
Yeah, you want to
go deeper.
We keep it on the basic math. You want to go into trigonometry and all this other crazy shit.
Yeah, you looking up all different type of other formulas for shit that don't even matter, man. Yeah. Like you go into all that deep into that math. You don't use that shit in the world.
Exactly. All you need is the addition, subtraction, division, and the multiplication.
That's it. Yeah, but all that pi 3.14 and all that shit. Yeah,
all that other crazy shit is not even necessary.
But it makes you look knowledgeable.
Yeah.
That's why that's why people guys like Polite. The Pharaoh, young Pharaoh, and all these niggas, man. You know what I mean? These these big words, they articulate. Yep.
And that's what catches everybody's attention. Just because you're a good orator.
Yep.
You know how to speak well, or you're using big words and everything. Because these niggas don't know anything. So just the fact that you're using any big word, like damn. Like anything's a big word to a nigga, man. Like I was talking to some niggas before, and I was like, how do you because they're talking about marriage or whatever, regarding a wedding ring. And I was like, what's the real way to consummate the marriage? And then it was like,
consummate? What does that mean?
Yeah, I was like, nigga, like that's not even that's not even a big word. But any word that's not the regular nigga vocabulary is considered a big word. I
heard niggas, man, dumbfounded over the word antagonist. What's an antagonist? What does it mean to antagonize? So you pull some big words out on Jake, man, and they gonna eat it up.
Yeah. Like you say, all these dudes, young Pharaoh, that everybody.
Yeah, all these niggas.
All these big words try to seem intelligent, man. Them niggas be like they be saying, them niggas just talking a big word salad.
Big word salad. Yeah.
Making no fucking sense. You ask a nigga after he done listened to all that bullshit, what do you mean by all that? Nigga don't even fucking know.
But niggas eat it up.
Yep.
It says, verse 9, for as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. Let's keep straight, then we're gonna make it. Stand this line right here. It says, for as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. For as the rain cometh down and the snow from heaven, and return not thither, but watereth the earth, and maketh it bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower and bread to the eater. Here's the point, verse 11. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it.
Yeah, so everything that's written in the scripture is going to come to pass, and it's going to accomplish because it's the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai.
That's right.
All right. We're playing out the roles of the people in the movie because it's his movie.
Yeah. Yep. Everybody ain't no ad living. Everybody is going according to the script.
Yeah, you can't be mad about your role in the movie. Hey, that's just your role.
Yeah.
You gotta play it out. It's not optional.
That's right. That's right. You know, so infidels got their role. You know, scoffers got their role. Which they're one and the same, you know.
Yeah.
And that's a low level. That's a shitty role. But hey, that's the role that they play.
Hey, somebody gotta play the role of a 2/3.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, a lot of people gotta play the roles of the 2/3. You know. Cause like you say, man. Well, I'm gonna end it there. End it here. Matthew 7. You had quoted it earlier. Few there be there, find it. You know. Matthew 7 and 13. Enter ye in at the straight gate. The straight means a position of difficulty. That's another thing. You gotta be disciplined. You know. The truth, to walk in this truth, man, you gotta be disciplined. It says, enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction.
Yep. And that's where most people is going, on that path leading to destruction.
That's right.
I mean, it's a broad path, so it's like it's easy. That's the easiest path to take.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you like traveling or whatever, you're gonna take that easy path. Most Jakes.
Yep. And the thing about the broad path, man, is just like you said, so many different distractions, so many things to be into.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's so many worlds, you know, to be into. Anime, you know, you could be into sports, you know, gaming,
gambling.
You know what I mean?
Streaming. Like you mentioned.
Well, you got you know, the guys, the pickup artists and shit.
Yeah,
your whole life could be
your
whole life could be dedicated to that.
Yeah, I seen it.
Yeah,
the times that we've been at camp.
Exactly, man. So it's a lot of, you know, and this is Babylon. It's a lot of different avenues, but all just as part of the broad path.
Yep. Everything in that broad path all set up to accomplish the same goal. Mm-hmm. Even though you can do many different things, it's all going to accomplish the same goal.
Yep, one outcome.
Which is you being destroyed.
Yep, just like all of us who are on the straight path. It's just one outcome.
Yep.
That we all on the path to, Lord's will we stay on it. Mm-hmm. The path of salvation.
Yep.
It says, enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. A 66.6% here in this land of America, to be exact.
Yep.
You know?
And that's just our people.
Yeah, that's just our people. But that's all. Faith, only an Israelite is gonna have faith anyway, though. You know.
Yeah, I was just saying in the sense that like they follow on the same path that like even fucking heathens is on to destruction.
Yeah.
But the 66.6, you know, is all our people.
All our people
following that same path leading to destruction because they idolize these people. You know, the Edomites that's rich and famous. You know, they want to be like these other people that you see with money and shit.
Mm-hmm. What the hell make you want to, you know, serve Allah? You know, what the hell make you want to serve Allah, man? That's Ishmael God.
Yep.
And Ishmaelites don't like you niggas, no matter they got stores in your neighborhoods, and yeah, they're cordial with you because you spending money with them, but they don't like you.
Exactly.
They call you brother. Try to talk to one of their daughters or their sisters.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. Verse 14 says, because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it.
Yeah, so few people, very few, like you mentioned, is going to be the ones that are chosen for salvation, compared to the masses that's set up to be destroyed. Mm-hmm. And the cool part about it is you being deceived and don't even know it. You lead that path that you're going down that's leading to destruction, and you don't even know.
You can't tell a nigga nothing either, though. You know.
Yeah, you can't even see it until you walking off that edge. Mm-hmm. And then it's too late.
Well, same must know it after death by pain.
Yep.
You know, that's when Jake gonna get it. You know, because faith is a gift from the Most High. That's what makes it so precious, is that everybody ain't got it. Mm-hmm. You know, who wants something that everybody else has? You know, It has no value.
Exactly.
But if it's few and far in between, it's scattered, and you know, it's really not found nowhere.
Well, that's the spirit of the world. Like what you going into? Mm-hmm. Everybody, they all into the same shit. Wear the same clothes, listen to the same music, have the same habits, patterns,
same tattoos.
They do a lot of people do a lot of the same shit.
Yep.
Like you said, where's the value in that? But they in the spirit of the world.
It's that herd mentality.
Yep.
You know, The scripture say, scripture tell us follow not a multitude to do evil.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's all them people on that broad path, man. You know. So you got anything else, bro?
Not lying.
Yeah. So with that, we're gonna close it out, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Rakakwadash. Shalom to the Lord's elect.
Shalom.